2 years sober. Continuous sobriety for 2 years. It's the longest that I've ever been sober. I think I probably would have lied to myself before and said that I was sober when I was taking mushrooms and drinking ayahuasca, because those were my spiritual drugs. I was in a lot of delusion for a very long time, and one of the biggest ones was that I thought that I had power and could manage my life in my addiction, and that I transcended my addiction, and I didn't. I would just be like taking mushrooms and doing psychedelics and maybe doing like the Hape tobacco snuff, but I would do a lot of it, chewing a lot of coca. So compared to the backdrop of what that used to be in my life when I was in my teens and early 20s, you know, I used to shoot cocaine and heroin. I was under the delusion that I could manage my own life, and I tried that for so long, and that manifested in a really big spiritual ego that I was, you know, gonna meditate my way into ascension or take so many mushrooms and just gain so much wisdom, essentially eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, rather than being grafted into the tree of life, which I know is my Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. We always are, and it's just awakening to that realization. So it's like the truth was, I was unmanageable, and my life was unmanageable, and I am powerless over alcohol and drugs and all of their forms. And there's one who has all power. That one is God. And so once I really got that first step, the powerlessness and unmanageability piece, as my sponsor would say, that has to be burned into your consciousness. And that's a good thing, you know, because the only thing left for someone like me is to rely on God. There's not really an in-between for the alcoholic, for the addict. It's either die an alcoholic death, be in jails, institutions, or give your life to God and have the best life ever once we abandon ourselves utterly. And that's what I did 2 years ago. That was the beginning of my abandoning myself utterly to God. And starting to realize the union and the sonship that I have in Jesus Christ. And my life feels like it's just beginning. It's so good. It's so good. It's crazy.